Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Okay, in today's video, we're going to be talking about being feminine as a trans woman. And I do have a full face of makeup on today because of the topic of this video. I know you can't really see. Hopefully when I go into editing, I can brighten things. And I also did my nails. I tried to make my eyeshadow match them a little, but the eyeshadow I have is a little bit of a lighter red. I went with, of course, the Rimmel London Rainbow Edition for Pride. So, and the red it comes with is a little bit sheery, not as pigmented as my nails. And in case you want to know, the nail polish I'm currently wearing is by Trust Fund Beauty, and the shade is called Kiss Kiss, darling. It is amazing. If you guys have used their polish, you should definitely check it out. It is amazing. I was able to do one coat for 3 nails without having to dip back into it. It was amazing. Okay. Okay, so the topic of today's video is being feminine as a trans woman, which is, I feel like, I've seen a lot of trans women, not really a whole lot of trans women really touch on this. I know Steph Signati touched on this in a video she did a few months back, but I really want to bring it into, coming from someone who is still very early in their transition. I have been on hormones for a year and a half. However, my body has begun to detransition because I've been off hormones for a few months now due to the fact that I'm unemployed and I have no money and I can't buy any. In fact, today I took my very last estrogen pill, which I've been saving for like because the last time I took my pills was in March and it is now June. So yeah, this is the first time I took an estrogen pill in 3 months, because I was feeling really dysphoric today, and so you know what? Pop this in, make me feel a little better, and it did make me feel better. But yes, and I'm working about getting a job so I can get back on the E. Okay, so yes, and especially I know when I first started transitioning, it was a really difficult time because even with me just getting my nails done at a salon, I felt really almost weird, because not because having those long nails made me uncomfortable, because it didn't, but because people would look at me and they would see me with those nails, and so based on the people's looks, it made me uncomfortable. Now this was like very early in my transition, like 2 years ago, because for me, I feel like, because I came out as gay, and I had been out as gay for like almost a decade before I transitioned, and I built up such a thick skin. But I feel like when you transition from going from a gay man to a straight woman and transitioning, it's a different thing. It's like you have to almost rebuild that thick skin all over again, because it's a completely different thing you're going through. And so me personally, I mean, I had already had a pretty good thick skin, but still things like people just giving me weird looks because because I haven't started on hormones by then when I came out as trans. And so, you know, because I like look at my makeup. I mean, people, you've been on this channel for a while now. You've seen how I used to look like 2.5, 3 years ago. Most of the time I didn't wear makeup. How lately I just don't wear makeup, just because sometimes I don't really feel like putting on makeup when, you know, just to end up recording a video. I don't really feel like it's especially since I am unemployed right now, I don't really feel like it would be a waste of my makeup to only put on makeup so I could record a 10 to 20 minute video and then end up taking it off when I turn off my camera. So it doesn't really seem relevant. So that's just why I tend to not to wear it. But I'm wearing makeup today because, one, I wanted to, and two, because of today's topic of the video. And so it took me a really long time to basically just not give a fuck, and to just be able to go out and just wear makeup and wear women's clothes. And I feel like it would be different. because I do have a really wide chest. I have like really really big arms, and because I'm technically obese. Though I did lose 2 pounds though, so working on that. And I'm gonna be going on keto, so I'm gonna be like dropping the weight. I feel like if I was skinny, if I was like if my half my weight was gone, I do honestly feel like I would pass better. And I feel like because I have such a wide chest and my arms are so big, I feel like it really does give me away. Now, not necessarily. There are several overweight cis women that do have big arms. There are some cis women that do have a wide chest. And trust me, it is a pain in the ass trying to find a bra that fits me. Literally, one, because I'm trans, and two, just because I do have such a wide chest, it is literally impossible to find a bra that fits me. Um, the one bra I did buy that was supposedly my size because I was a 44A didn't fit me. I bought it off eBay and it didn't fit me because it was made for China. It was made for like Asian women whose boobs are so close together that the cleavage is very obvious. And so putting it on, it's like band size, it fit me. It was a little tight, but it still fit me perfectly fine. But the cup sizes, no. And so, I mean, there's so many struggles to just being trans. I could probably make an entire video on the struggles about being trans, um, which I probably will. Let's face it. I know my channel is basically all about being trans lately, mostly because it is the number one thing that impacts my life on the daily, and so that's why I feel the need to make videos about it and just kind of just vent, and just because it makes me feel better, and I can just talk about the things that bother me, that's inside and outside of the trans community and just in the world in general. But being feminine, because I was born male, it's very stigmatized because you know because little boys are raised to never be feminine, because to be masculine as fuck all the time. And because because we were raised in a society that makes being feminine look weak, look female, look like feminine. It's girls, it's girly, you don't do that, it's gay. And it's very toxic in my opinion, because and I really do feel like that's the whole point about the whole toxic masculinity that's just all over the fucking place all the damn time. And I feel like it really is due to the society that we live in, where especially for people who end up being trans, who usually it's so hard for them to come out, especially to the men in their family or even in their lives, because of the society that we live in, where being feminine is looked down upon. It's like only women can be feminine. Men are never supposed to be feminine, and especially when you're trying to come out as trans and transition, it's not always easy. Um, it's because if you look at it, our society, if a woman dresses masculine, they're like, oh, that's fine, she's a tomboy, and they like, that's perfectly fine. But the moment a boy wears makeup or maybe has feminine mannerisms, they're looked down upon, and they're shamed for it. But yet, when a girl dresses masculine, they're not, because most of it has to do with the fact that men are supposed to be masculine. They're supposed to be tough. They're not supposed to show emotions. I wasn't really raised that way. Unlike the majority of society, I mean, I wasn't really raised to hide my emotions. But I also recognize the fact that the majority of men are raised to basically not really show emotion that much. I feel like losing my mom at such a young age really just made me not really care if I showed emotion or not. In fact, I think losing mom made me a lot more open to my emotions, because I went through such a tragic and emotional time in my life at such a young age. At that point, yeah, I was like 12 and a half, and childhood over, girl. It was over. It was done. It was gone. Um, and so, I mean, I really would like to see a day where men can be feminine, and it's not looked down upon. In terms of like, I mean, yeah, I mean there's a lot of feminine men out there. Believe it or not, there's actually feminine cis men that are straight. That I mean, back when I was religious, I went to church, and there was a guy. He was married to a woman. He had several kids, and he was just very feminine. He had very feminine mannerisms, and his voice was very feminine. Um, but I mean, but he wasn't gay in the least. And there were even other church members that would look over at him occasionally and just almost roll their eyes. I mean, I feel like in some people it's just in them. I feel like being feminine, having feminine mannerisms, I feel like that's just a part of them. But it's not always the case. I feel like there are, because I have met some gay men in my life that actually they do it intentionally because they want to be they want to be a feminine gay, and I don't really understand that. I mean, I don't really understand why they would do that. It really doesn't make much sense to me. But I'm a woman, so I don't really know much about that. Um, But yeah, there's just this I wanted to really touch on today in today's video. It's a little bit longer than my average video lately anyway. Um, Please comment down below. Let me know what you guys think of this topic. Let me know what you guys think. Thank you guys so much for watching today's video. Please do comment, like, subscribe down below. Again, let me know what you guys think. I know I just said that. I can't be repetitive. And I will see you guys in tomorrow's video. Alright. Bye, guys. Oh, before I leave, if you like this channel, if you want to support me and support my channel, you can support me on patreon.com/AmaraIsabella. I will have the link in the description down below, and it will also be in my outro. Alright, thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you guys in tomorrow's video. Bye, guys.